Alright, so since I finally have the time and space, since my stepdad's motorcycle isn't in here, I can finally work on something that I wanted to work on. As you can see, there's just a dumb, fold out couch frame here. What my plan is to be able to turn this into just some kind of dumb go-kart, just a small little thing to work on. What I'm gonna do is probably just keep that 3-bar section over there, cut that off, cut all that side stuff off, and then cut this half that I'm sitting on off, because that should be wide enough and long enough just for, a regular go-kart frame. So pretty much what I'm gonna be doing today is just a lot of grinding to get like pins and stuff out, just so I can finally split the chunks apart and then I can go from there. I don't really have all the stuff I need. The only thing I have right now is just the grinder to cut all that, the welder to weld stuff. I have, wood that I can use to run along here just so I don't fall through or anything. Then I could probably just use a lot of this old scrap metal for parts like the pedals and all that. I'll end up probably having to buy like an axle or two if I actually go through with this. Well, probably not two, just one for rear. And then all the other side stuff, and then probably just a cheap lawnmower somewhere that I can use to get the engine off of, or even just go out and buy a decent one. Who knows though? But I guess all the videos today will just be me like grinding or whatever. If I can find a decent spot to put my camera to actually watch it. But I guess we'll see about that in the future. But as of right now, that's it. Okay, well, hopefully that's a decent enough spot for the camera to see what's going on. Probably not though. It's probably going to be super boring watching those. Hope that I have the grinder in the right way so it's shooting outwards. And hopefully it doesn't destroy my sister's car too much, or at all. She'll probably be mad. But, I guess let's just go and see. Open camera. Let's see. All I did so far was just grind the two little eggs down. Have to see if I can like hammer them out or something. Because I probably should have just cut them off with the cutting wheel rather than the grinding wheel. I guess I'll go grab a hammer and try that out. Oh, this video's already been going on forever. You even notice that? Yeah. Ground down that one for that. That one doesn't look like it's fully ground down. That one just won't pound out. I have to get that one and that corner one, and then obviously all the opposites over there. This has already been taking a while, so you get the gist of what's going on, so I'll cut the video for now and then come back later if I make any progress. Alright, so final update for now, on this day at least. I finally got the piece that I wanted out. Took forever. What I ended up doing with these corner pieces is I just grinded the outside rather than trying to get into the inside corner, because I couldn't get into the corner no matter what. So I just grinded down the bottom peg, or outer peg, then just smacked it with a hammer until it came out. But it's finally sitting in its 3 pieces. I'll probably keep it all because, you know, that's a lot of metal. It's probably very usable. I can use it for a ton of different things on this card alone, if the card even ends up working out. The sad part is, I think it's this bar was that middle bar going across there, and I didn't notice that. I thought it was actually attached there because I always saw these brackets. So sadly, that middle bar is gone, so I'm definitely going to have to put some kind of support right in the middle just to keep it a little bit together. But yeah, you can't see it over the fence, but there's I forget what it's called, some kind of board like that, not plywood, the thicker kind, but whatever. Yeah, that I'll put that across because we have tons of that. It's a little water damage though, so hopefully it doesn't rot through or anything, but just for this it should be fine. Plus I guess I can always cut one of those off and weld it across just as an extra support, which is probably what I'll end up doing. But yeah, for now that's my update on this little project. Happy I finally got to get it started, and hopefully it actually is able to, you know, finish. Yeah, see you for now.